delightful breeze.
You know, many of our patrons wish to take me for themselves. Yet there is something different about you. I lived a simpler life. But one man changed all that. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Yet after all this time, here I am. Here I am. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her. Here I am.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Some call it cultured, I call it dull. To earn my coin while I can, I suppose.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. Just one last push, and I'll be done.
'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far. Here I am. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman. Here I am.
Excitement in my life.
How to promote? I think not.
Now, where was I headed?
Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
This is an outrage!
This place is very dry.
I suppose we might as well gather. We shall await you here, Master.
There's no shame in living life for its
I'm just
pleasures.
grateful I get to lead a quiet life. What was the same?
My sincerest apologies. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present. My sincerest... Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
Delightful breeze.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end he deserved. Or so I'd sworn. But I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do. Save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath. I don't imagine you'll find aught so long after the fact. And yet, when I look into your eyes, I find myself strangely hopeful. Still, I shan't grant you more than 3 days. You'd best be off.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
I cannot say what is best here.
Anyone gives me trouble, takes a sting.
You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, friend. Ah, but of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
Shall we meet with Lord Patrick come nightfall? Pray, follow me. We're here, Master.
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrum. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration. At least I've ne'er beheld it. If we keep mixing, some...
Have you need of me?
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his intervention. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
Let us make for Minister Allard's estate and slip in once we've seen him leave.
I suspect this will suffice as proof. Crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Then it stands to reason that Captain Branch would know of him. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
My sword arm could use some work.
Follow me, if you would. This way, Master.
I'd sooner stay out of the way.
My Hathor really would have been better off than
Quite the predicament.
Suppose I could visit some of those
Must hold out.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Here we are.
You have my fullest confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. The evidence you have gathered shows 'tis most valuable. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing. Under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, he possesses the greatest authority. His fall from grace would do much to further our cause. But where to find the evidence we seek? Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us. Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter, though they're not likely to divulge their secrets readily. Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Mayhap I'll set out for my own adventures.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your path, but I can. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words go. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
If I sleep on my woe. Got any tales to liven up my day?
Well met, son. How might I be of... Fancy a look at my wares? The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
I'm in fine fettle.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. Looking for a craftsman? I'm a master of my trade. Hope to see you again. Well met, son. How might I be of...
Lots to do. And above all, I must what did I do to deserve this as
Do
my
stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
No hurry to leave.
First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle or manner of face paint. Would that I was kept half as busy as I once was. Much obliged, sir. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
I need to find somewhere to trade. It's been a hard day.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
I always have a warm welcome for a cut.
Don't know a town till you pay its people.
Stay away from me.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Some of us get confused.
Please not forgive me for last night's scuffle.
Only care I have is how to spend it.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
That's one piece of evidence in hand. We might search for more, if you are so inclined, Master.
Is as you say?
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
I quite agree.
up to today?
You have my fullest confidence. To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian, under normal circumstances, but this is Allard we speak of. His fall from grace would do perhaps the merchants he deals with. Merchants with connections to some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. Interesting. So Allard has been leveraging his position to line his pockets, right under the Queen Regent's nose. I doubt she will be happy to learn of this. Yes, this should be more than enough to disgrace him. However, 'tis not enough for me to condone his assassination. Of course. If your intent is not to kill him, but merely denounce him, then I will gladly assist you however I can. I see. But enlisting the aid of Regent King Sven may shine light. You have my fullest confidence.
Mayhap. Regent King Sven's assistance would grant us some beneficial
This is a memorandum of Allard's. According to this, afore attaining his current status, he was in the employ of a merchant. And in order to claim the merchant's property as his own, he murdered the man and his wife, staging it as an accident. It is a grave affair indeed. Should this article prove genuine, I have every faith 'twould be sufficient to condemn him. The deed was monstrous, and yet, considering my position, I am afraid I cannot condone the man's assassination. I know not the path I should follow. What is your intent going forward, Your Majesty? I beg your forgiveness, Your Majesty. 'Tis my duty to protect our country's people, Allard included. Villain though we may be, I cannot stomach the thought of this vigilantism. 'Tis not I must wash my hands of this matter. Know that I shall not speak a word of this to anyone, but nor can I aid you. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
'Tis a shame that you cannot count upon the captain's aid. You shall have to act with the greatest caution, Master.
This I did not expect.
Where will the wind blow me today?
I'll do as I please. Let them try and stop me.
I'll teach him a lesson, he will soon.
It's bland. What can I
We have reached our destination.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
On me to bear what you're just one last push, and I'll be done.
I'm sure I could find
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
I do not waste my... Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. I can't say how badly his reputation will be tarnished with evidence of this nature. But here we are.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust. Then come, Master. Let us quit this place.
I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape separately. Should we both make it out of this unfettered, let us meet at the Myrmecolion on the morrow. Till then, be well.
Uh-oh. Perhaps 'tis time I started taking this seriously.
Do you mean to suggest you've only been playing till now?
Rise, raging winds, and scatter our foes!
Douse the flames before 'tis too late! Want me to continue this fight, Master? I have my doubts.
Over here, if you please.
Battle is best avoided here.
Seasoned with this. Might as well lay down my arms and pray. What the? No, I've never amounted to anything.
Would that I had a helping hand. Mayhap I ought change professions.
It ought to be said.
Lady Wilhelmina was just taken away by the Royal Guard. From what I overheard, they believe she has some connection to Minister Allard's murder. Dear me! How could this have happened? She told me to manage the bordelry should aught befall her. But I haven't the faintest idea what I should do. Ah, of course. Lady Wilhelmina bade me give this to you if she didn't return. Here you are, sir.
Townspeople wouldn't give her mother back.